Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have in this DS3 and we're going to be changing the front pads and discs. So let's get into it and I'll show you exactly how to change them. So we're going to be changing the discs and the pads today. So I'm going to show you how to do it, tools you're going to need and the process. So first of all, take the wheel off and then we've just got caliper. The caliper's held on with some .12 mm, which we're just going to crack off now. And then we're going to need a flathead screwdriver and we need to push the piston back. So before you do this, take the cap off the brake fluid reservoir just so it doesn't pressurize. And then what we can do is just take our flathead screwdriver, put it on the piston and gently push it back like that. Once it's all the way back, our caliper is loose. We can carry on taking out these 12 mils. There's one, two, set them aside. Now we can take the caliper off completely and we're just going to hang that up there. You can hang it up with a cable tie or a bungee strap or anything you like, but I'll just hang it on the spring there. This also needs a CV gator clip, as you can see there, but we are going to be showing you how to do the brakes at the moment. So these ones are just pretty worn out, rusted, getting low. So just as a serviceable item, we're going to change them. So we can chuck them down there. And now we want to take the caliper carrier off. You guys get to see my messy toolbox. So we've just got a 55 Torx on there. I'm just going to undo these. Wow, that one is extremely tight. So, first issue, one really tight caliper bolt. Crack that off by hand and go back in with our gun, just like so. Catch the carrier before it hits the floor. Now this is our caliper carrier. It's dirty, so we need to go and clean that up, but before we do, disc 30 Torx, two little screws there. It just comes straight off. And there's the condition of the disc on the inside. It's not great. Considering this is the new one. So we're going to clean this caliper carrier up properly. The first thing I want to do is just get a wire brush. I just want to clean off the tops of these, because you don't actually get new ones unless you buy new ones. But you don't need new ones if these ones are all in good condition. So just clean these out so there's nothing on there, and then we're just going to pull them off because rust builds up on the underneath of these, which can then actually press against the pad, causing it to jam up. So we need to clean up in here as well. So we just give that a nice clean up. Then we can put these sliders back in. And you see they've got a little bit of movement there. So when the pad goes in, it's almost like spring retained. That's one side. And then you've got the sliding pin, which this one is very dry. So we're just going to clean it up. And then grease it up with some slider pin grease. Don't need too much, just enough so it slides in and out nicely, just like that. We'll do the top one here. This one should have a rubber on it. Yep, that one's not too bad. Seem to be running out of grease, so just going to re-grease that one a bit, chuck her back in, and she slides lovely. So now we can flip this over, do the same to the other side. And again, we're going to clean the face of these shims where the pad sits. And we're just going to pull them out. Make sure there's no build up underneath. And we'll just chuck these back in. Make sure they've got the movement there, which they have. Sliding pins are good. So that's the caliper carrier tidied up. Just make sure there's no lumps where the bolts sit. You want that to be nice and flat. Now we get our wire brush and we're just going to clean the face of this hub up. So when we put the new disc on, it sits on a nice flat surface. Again, we'll get a nice CV clip on there in a minute. Once that surface is all cleaned up, we can take our new disc, line it up with our holes, get our 30 Torxes. These do not have to be super tight, they are just to locate the disc. Once the disc is on, we can take our caliper carrier and our bolts wherever they may be. I've got one. Aha, the other one's there. So what we're going to do, just put a tiny bit of Loctite on. Just like that. And we're going to go and pop our caliper carrier back on. Start our bolts. Wind them all the way in. And do these up nice and tight. Now we can get our pads, and I like to just put a dollop of copper grease on there, not too much. Let's wipe off all the excess here and here. Don't need too much. Now, slide the bottom ins first, push down, slide the top in. Bottom in, it pushes on there and just slides in just like that. As you can see, they are nice and snug. Now we can get our caliper, and we're going to go back over. Make sure your sliding pins are rotated here because they have a flat side that sits on there to stop them from spinning. Once you've got both of them lined up like that, get the flats lined up on there, and we can take our bolts get the bolts started. Do them up nice and tight. Then you can go and do the other side exactly the same way, and then pop your wheels back on. When you get in the car, pump your brake pedal so the piston comes out to meet the pads. Put your brake reservoir cap back on and you're good. So there's just a quick video on how to replace your disc and pads on a Citroen DS3. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.